Here are some ideas on how to monetize your social media from Noell Jett's book, From the Ground Up. In my review of this book, I explained the beginning of her chapter about how to monetize social media. Now, this wonderful human being is primarily known on TikTok and Instagram, but the ideas in this chapter are the type that you can apply mainly to any social media platform, so long as you have a sizable following that isn't fake. In the beginning, she said, instead of thinking of social media like driving down a street, say point A to point B, think of it as a highway that splits into a dozen different directions with a dozen different exits. All exits are available to you, and you can take any exit to get back to the highway at any time. That's what makes social media even more powerful than something like opening a candy shop downtown. Instead of opening one store in one location and putting all your hours and energies into getting people into that one store to purchase that one set of items, you're using your time and all your opportunities to profit from a dozen or more avenues. In this video, I'm going to talk about different ways the author of this book learned to monetize her social media. Part of the reason I'm actually making this video is a note to self for future reference. Some of this I already do, but the bigger swings that require more followers and views, etc., I'll run into eventually, and I want to make sure that you guys even know what needs to be done by then and after then. Other than that, just so you know, there are affiliate links in the description of this video, and if you buy anything through those links, then I get commission, which helps me build this channel and keep making these videos. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and I want to make self-growth normal, because people shouldn't have to look this information up. It should just be mainstream knowledge. If you agree, then please make sure to smash that like button. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 7 different ways I learned from this book, and namely this chapter alone, just a chapter from a book. How to monetize your social media. The first way is paid per view. At the making of this video, if you have 10,000 followers, this is on TikTok by the way, and have received 10,000 views in the last 30 days, you can start getting paid per view. And the more likes and engagement, she actually said that she got a bonus from TikTok after posting a certain amount of times a month, which I found pretty interesting. The second way is affiliate program. The way these work is you recommend certain services or products, and the companies who offer them will pay you a commission if people purchase those products or services through your recommended links. Here are a few of these: commission junction affiliate, share sale, reward style. A lot of these I have not even heard of. Amazon Associates, which I've been using for a couple of years now. Rakuten, ClickBank, and Shop Style. I use Amazon Associates because everyone trusts and uses Amazon, and a few other reasons. Sometimes the link comes with a cookie, so if they click on it and don't buy it until 30 days later, you'll still get a commission. The third way is company collabs. Company or person can pay you to review their product, and when Noell Jett first started building her farmhouse with her now husband, this is how she got $70,000 worth of doors. The fourth way is your own line of products. Most people use Alibaba or AliExpress for this. It could be something as simple as putting your name on a t-shirt, but people will buy it if they're really into your brand. The fifth way is courses. You could share your expertise in short and then offer a more extensive course on the subject. Maybe if you're really into cooking or singing or drop shipping and you have a wow factor or skill level or an ability to explain things that just can't be ignored. My dad plays banjo, and sometimes he has sessions one-on-one, and I think he got a course from a virtual teacher. I cannot imagine how much that dude makes just teaching banjo online, seriously. The sixth way is paid collabs with companies. They could reach out to you, but you could also reach out to them. In the book, the author included an example of what a brand reaching out usually looks like and how to reply in a way that pushes the whole thing forward. You have to include your rates, which she recommends you use something called Influencer Marketing Hub as an idea of what to charge for your rates, which I imagine to be very helpful. It might take a little bit of haggling, but eventually you come out with a deal. If you're not comfortable stating your rates, you can ask them, what is your budget for this? And then you'll have to make the choice based on their answer. The important thing here is that when you have a following, everything you do has value, and you are always entitled to something. If you get literally nothing else out of this video and you're, kind of building your own brand right now, that's something I would highly suggest just keeping in mind. So in this case, adding a hashtag, that has value to it. Adding to your story has value. Carousel posts have value. It's not all something you should automatically do. And it doesn't matter if it's the same content the same type of content you're already posting. It's a platform you are on, and your time and energy were put into building your influence. So you deserve to be paid for exposure to that influence. It's your influence after all. For me, this was the biggest takeaway in the whole chapter, because until I heard stuff like this, I would always think like, well, if you're doing what you love, then just take what you're offered. If money is money. But in my experience, it feels better and is much better for your brand if you set the terms that matter to you and you are assertive on what is and isn't. Otherwise, it's like you're being pushed around in ways you don't expect and maybe you're not very comfortable with. And I just wanted to stress this because I get the feeling at least one of you out there watching this needs to hear that. The last way is media kits. This is a snapshot that tells brands who you are, what you do, and what your analytics and demographics look like. You can actually do this on Canva. That's where I make all my YouTube thumbnails, and it's super easy because, let's be honest guys, what is not easy on Canva? I mean, it's freaking Canva, like seriously. Now lastly, there are some shady companies that will try to scam you, so here are some things to keep in mind. It's a better idea to buy the product you would buy, regardless of whether someone reached out to you about it. And it's common for smaller accounts to be preyed on, told they have perfect content. Sound familiar to anybody? And bro, how do you know you're gonna get that money back? Don't buy it just because you think you'll make some money on it. Something else is be cautious about when to start monetizing. After some time, it's a lot easier, a lot. And you don't feel like you're being advertised to a larger following. Is, by the way, not appears to be. So if you're watching this and considering buying fake views and fake followers, just don't. It's a terrible idea. And lastly, it doesn't matter what you don't know, how bad everything is, and so many odds and ends, just get to work, just show up, keep doing it. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you guys how many videos take me like 8, sometimes 16 or 20 hours to make, and they get like 50 views. Even now, and at the writing of this video, I have like 2,050 subscribers. That's crazy. I think I have like 2,400 or something by now. You'd think my batting average would be a little bit higher than 50 views, right? Than when I had 1,500 or 1,000, but well, actually I think it is. I've started to pay more attention to what content will get more views. Some people, it's hard to believe this, but it gets easier over time. I try not to toot my horn too much on this channel, but some people look up to me, I guess. And some people have said, you know, it's hard to believe you don't have 1 million subscribers. Check out my oldest videos. I spoke way too fast. I had this weird, like, aggression. I cursed a ton. Everything seemed to bother me. There were way too many camera cuts, and I think today there still kind of are, but I'm trying to get better at editing them in a way where it's kind of seamless and it doesn't really distract the viewer too much. I like to think I've gotten better at it because I've heard less negative feedback about it over the last couple years, but back then I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought those videos would get lots of views. The way I filled out the descriptions, the tags, the thumbnails, oh my gosh, the thumbnails. The titles, like no one was looking those things up. Really? Did I really think someone was looking that up? A more objective reason I started reviewing books and stopped making music is that it's a lot easier to build a brand using social media in a niche that not everyone's interested in. It's also much more SEO friendly. People, especially on YouTube, are much more likely to look up what do people think of this book or any product, really, than just a song or album or music video or any genre of music. I could do both. I could, I guess, you know, maybe I could. But instead of having reviewed almost 300 books on this channel, right now I'd probably be closer to or below 100. And everybody who's been watching this channel for a while wouldn't be thinking like, oh yeah, that's the book reviewer. Anyway, I did review her book that I got all a lot of this information from, called From the Ground Up, and this was all really kind of just about what I learned from one chapter, one of the entire book. This was my favorite chapter because it was the one that I felt that I needed to hear the most. Overall, the book is about her experience building a personal brand on the construction of a modernized 3,700 square foot farmhouse in Florida, but I think she did a solid job. Literally, right? I guess. I don't know. It's a farmhouse. I'll drop a link to my review in the description. But hey, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, because I don't get why people watch this far into my videos and they don't subscribe. But if you have subscribed and you want to turn it up just a notch and turn on that notification bell to get a notification whenever I drop new videos, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me everywhere, and I'll see you then.